So I love you because you're
140
always
degrees, but
yeah, Arizona's hot. You're always being such a good support on the side.
They was like, "That's Dad over there,
And,
He's over there with the camera. We can tell." I'm
it
like,
was
"Oh,
great. Like we're always put in that position. It's so funny, but okay.
But that's what a team does.
Right.
You know, Team Holly represents and supports each other. They don't.
Right,
they
Team
don't-
Holly.
I mean, it's always been about Team Holly. Woo woo.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my first podcast episode, Stay Shinin'. Today, I have my dad here, and we are going to be talking about our life. So I'm going to get straight into the podcast episode. I'm just going to ask my dad questions, and yeah, I kind of, you guys will get my dad's background and my background. I am a reflection of my father.
Oh my God, the poor kid. Why?
So we're going to get straight into the questions, not too long, not too in-depth. Well, we'll give you the background. But yes. Oh, Father, I'm so sorry. Introduce yourself.
Oh my gosh, I do get an introduction. Hi, I am Dante Hollywood in the building, and I am just coming to give my peace of mind, a little perspective, some wins, some losses, some peaks, some valleys, and just a little bit of insight.
Right, of our life and my dad's life. I feel like my background is very much obviously my parents. So you'll get to learn about my dad today. And me, of course. So, Father, what is your zodiac sign?
I would happen to be. What is a zodiac sign exactly?
I don't
know much about that.
I don't know much about it either.
It's something about 12 months, and you got something with some dogs, some cats, some ponies, and some spirit signs.
He doesn't know anything about zodiac signs. I know more than him.
Okay, I do know that I am at least a Taurus, but what that means has
what
no
is a
meaning
Taurus?
to me.
I feel like a Taurus is someone who is very strong and like strong-minded, something like that. Let's look up the Taurus personality.
What is exactly
a Taurus? Taurus have a strong desire for social and corporate stability, that have strong desires for extravagance, great things. I don't know. That's the Google thing.
I am about great things.
I'd say you are very much a Taurus. Well, we need to look more about that.
The definition that I had was more of a Taurus is somebody who is pretty much a dominant kind of personality. Don't take a lot of crap from other people. Don't really have too highs, too lows, but
I know
they
a couple
stay
Taurus like that.
steadfast pretty much throughout their approach. And so, they're about results. And
right.
So if I were to say, do I agree with being a Taurus? If that was my definition, I would say.
Yes, but then you don't know much, so we're going to.
So there we go.
So we're gonna look back. We're gonna look into it.
Yeah, let's Google that.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I always tell my daughter Google is like a lifesaver.
I just Googled it and
we don't have to use a library, a Congress, or a library, or a dictionary.
Yeah, my dad's always been like, Google it. But I'm like, Google has cell phones. The wrong information. Yes, it's a good resource. Okay, moving on to the next question. What was your first car?
Jeez, oh my gosh, my first car was an awesome car. It was a Pontiac Le Mans.
What is even a Pontiac?
Nobody even knows what a Pontiac. That's kind of like a DVD player or a freaking tape or something like that. Mm-hmm. A Pontiac Le Mans was like a badass sports car. Not really. It just had two doors.
Yeah, it looks like a very old school.
It was pretty old fashioned. But my grandma, she bought me this car, and it was super cool. But unfortunately, I only had it about 3 weeks because I damn near killed everybody who was driving with me. Because in the place that I lived in, there was only.
Where'd you live? Tell them.
In this wonderful place called 355 Lickety Skillet Road, Tumsuba, Mississippi.
Yep.
That's once again 355 Lickety Skillet Road, Tumsuba, Mississippi, on Lauderdale Butts Road.
Yeah.
It was the worst experience. My mom was from there, so therefore we had to move back after we left this wonderful place called Compton. It was this great oasis that we had moved from. It was just paradise, right? And so then we go to Mississippi, to Tumsuba, and it was just like, okay. As I was in my high school years, my grandmother got me this wonderful car because I was like the go-to grandson of did everything that was supposed to be done from a grandson.
Okay, right.
I was a good grandson,
Right.
Go visit every day, say hi, bye, give hugs, kisses.
You're still the same way. I love it.
You know what I mean? I just, everybody deserves a hug every day because, a hug a day keeps, bad feelings away. I don't know. But anyway.
Very true.
So, when I lived in Tumsuba, I got this car and I was working at this little restaurant Subway. My aunt, she owned a whole bunch of Subways. And so I was just like, okay, she gave me an opportunity. Subway. It was literally Subway.
Like Subway.
All day long, every day for like years. But I was on this dirt road because there was no other roads. It was Tumsuba.
Right.
And so like I'm driving like 45, 50 miles per hour on the dirt road, hit the curve. It's like a one lane. So hit a school bus. Who hits a school bus?
You hit a school bus?
I hit a damn school bus. Damn near threw my twin brother out the window. Yes, I have a twin.
Yeah, my dad has 4 brothers. 4 brothers, right?
4 brothers. Well,
4 brothers, and he's a twin. On my mom's side,
but my dad has like 14. So that's a whole different story. That's a whole mind.
Moving on.
And a whole place. But anyway, school bus almost threw my cousin and my stepbrother out of the damn car. Totaled my car after 3 weeks. And I'm like, geez.
Okay, so you had it for 3 weeks. You're crazy.
And I know, I give you guys shit about, I mean, that's not even that was the first car I owned in my name. I mean, I've wrecked way more cars before that, 16 than that. And I give my kids shit about like how they drive, and they drive like.
I drive great.
I mean, honestly, you drive pretty good.
Tay-Tay?
You drive like a blind person or, an old person, but, you're not bad.
Tay-Tay drives bad.
Who is Tay-Tay?
My brother.
There's more dynamics to our family than
my only brother. I have a brother. I was gonna say my brother's 22.
She says her only. Yes. Something like that.
My only brother. He is. How old's Tay?
He's 25.
Okay, yeah. And
I'm a young, beautiful dad.
He's 25.
I am so
And
pretty.
his full name's Dante, but we call him Tay-Tay in the family.
Tay-Tay.
But he drives really bad.
He's like Dante. He's just blind, just like his sister and his
mom. We're all really blind. We all need glasses. Okay. So, next question. Yeah, I can't believe you hit a school bus.
I hit a school bus.
I hope you got a whooping for
I mean, I got more than a whooping because it was still alone on the car. Okay. And it was just like, I mean, that's not the only, I mean, I ran a stop sign and like, it was a whole big story. Yeah, that was a whole nother accident.
Okay, mind you, he was the youngest
There was
brother.
like 4 cars I wrecked before I was like 16. It was all insane. Got my license, 3 weeks, 4 cars. It was insane. and I should never oh my God.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, I don't know why I even asked this question, but who inspired you the most growing up? Obviously, we know it's...
That's too easy.
Nana.
That's too easy. Jessie Ree.
Yes, Nana.
I mean, she has been
my dad's mom, obviously.
In my life. It's like the love of my world. There's nobody who could ever supersede what she has ever done for me. She is the most compassionate person I've ever dealt with. She's the most compassionate person as far as incorporating others' needs over hers. She has helped so many people.
Raising 5 kids.
Oh my gosh, she had 5
while
kids.
helping the whole world.
Other kids that she had from the husbands that she had. They had brought kids home too. It's just like, oh my God, this woman is like, I have to catch up to the fact that the deeds that this woman has done in her life, I can't compel to where she's at. I can't even, I mean, I'm at an inkling 4% of what she has done and with the impact of what she has on this earth. Teacher, grew up in Mississippi.
Yeah.
During the time where she explained to me where she had to she couldn't sit in restaurants or she couldn't drink out of certain water fountains. Like to me.
When's Nana's birthday?
Just so you know, 1946 is when she was born. And so when she was in high school, it was the 60s, 68, 67. So she had to endure some very grand situations. And, instead of go to school, she had to work cotton fields and then go the second half of school to high school. Right. And then she still educated herself and was a teacher in California, which was so impactful. And she was helping and teaching other people. It was beautiful to see. So, I mean, I get all my wants and my hows and my needs and how I do things is from her.
Yeah.
She's like the best thing ever. She's like, she is my inspiration.
Okay, well, yeah, not my Nana. I guess, honestly, you and Nana and my mom, obviously, are all that you said. So I feel like I have to top. Okay. I just said you, mom, and Nana. But I have to top you and mom and Nana.
I don't know. I have this correlation.
That's crazy.
The more people you help, the more successful you're going to be in life.
Right.
And when you help so many people,
It's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
And okay. So moving, Nana, love you. Okay, so moving on. What is the hardest thing about raising two children?
Well, for me, it was just like, oh, wow. Like, I was thrusted into a situation in like 1996. Yes, 96. That's some dated time. So I graduated in 95. So 96.
Damn.
Like, whoa, I got this.
Graduated high school.
So I'm this young man.
So you had Tay at what age?
Oh, I was 18 and a half. I was 18 and a half when I had my son.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, oh, shit. I'm sitting there holding him, and I'm like, wow, what do I do? This is more important than any mission, anything I could ever endure. So I said, I got to provide the best situation for this little guy ever.
Right.
And I said, okay, what do I do next? And so hence that thrusted me into a whole bunch of other different situations moving forward. United States Marines, moving to Arizona, a whole bunch of other things. But
right.
I mean, my family was the inspiration behind what and why I am.
Right. Okay. What was the hardest thing? Was there any
the hardest thing about being a parent is, being a young parent.
Hardest thing about being a young parent.
The hardest thing about being a young parent is that, you don't know, you don't have a blueprint. You don't have a map or, you're not mature. You're not an adult.
That sounds
even though
so
you think you are an adult.
Tough. I could never.
Wow. I was an adult at like 16 because, cats from Compton had to be kind of a little bit more adult in life. You had to deal with situations that were very consequential, and if you didn't deal with them right, it could be your end or like your end all be all kind of situation.
Right.
So for me, I was just like, okay, when I got the situation of, okay, now I'm a father. You know what I mean? Now I already had a plan of how my life would look, but now I got to incorporate this whole other thing. You know what I mean? My dreams had to be put on the side to make sure I foster a situation for others. And I was just like, okay, I can do this. And so ever since that task was given to me, I was just like, if I'm going to be a dad, I'm going to be the best dad I could possibly be.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Sorry to cut you off. What was your dream? What did you want to do?
My dream was to actually be in music, and, you have to actually have some
What music were you going to be doing?
I don't know how to play a damn guitar.
What music?
Piano, but that was my passion. I was going to learn, being a cat from Compton. I was going to find a way to learn that. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm glad I got the family thing because the family actually worked out because I could do that a whole lot better than I would have ever played a guitar. Or a damn keyboard or something like that. So, however, I always knew I would be on a grand stage, a grand scale. I had a premonition when I was 17 that I'm destined for higher things, and so ever since that point in my life, I have started.
Yeah.
I've achieved everything that I've set out for. And so the only limiting thing that I can do is not have enough creation or enough mindset or imagination to get to whatever's next.
So I can't believe you wanted to do music.
But I wanted to do music. I was just like, I got no skills. I wanted to be a rapper. And I was just like, I had this whole line. I was just like, here's an old story from around the way. No, it didn't work. So that was awful.
But isn't it great how Tay does music?
It's amazing how both my kids are musically inclined.
Right.
As far as
coming soon.
Yes. I'm so proud of my two children. I'm proud of all my children. The things that they have accomplished and they have achieved. So for me, it's just like, my everything that I wanted to be. Unfortunately, I didn't get to be at the time because. It wasn't my time or it wasn't the right time for things. But now I was able to put the time and energy in other individuals that have actually reached their full potential. And so for me, I get reward from all of that.
Aw, Father. You're so adorable. Okay, before we go on a break, I have one. I guess that leads into this question, I guess. I have one more question for you before we go on break. Looking back at life this far, what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the fact that I have wonderful kids that are awesome, that are very talented.
Okay, don't think about me and Tay.
No.
What?
Honestly,
for yourself.
Honestly, the being the father that I am and was growing while you guys grew up was the most impactful, important part of my existence. And so it gives me great validation that you guys are awesome kids. You have awesome direction, and you're going to be great in everything that you do.
I love you.
No.
Okay, guys. So you heard it. That was great. We are going to go on break, and we'll come back. Once again, I want to thank Innovation City Media for having me here. I am their first guest at their podcast studio, and this is so exciting. So thank you guys. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. I will link that down below. Yeah. Okay, we are back from that short intermission. We're here with my dad, Dante, and we are going to get into the good questions now. The tea. We're going to get into the tea.
Or the protein shake. It's a little bit more hyped
He's
up.
He's been waiting to say that. What's the tea?
Shake. We don't do no tea around here. We're going to do the protein shake.
That's true. LOL.
It's infused with some micronutrients and stuff.
You're hilarious. All right. So, why did you name me Diamond? I feel like a lot of people
now that is not a question that we rehearsed, but I mean, geez.
Why? What?
Well, I was going to name you Diamond, Emerald, Sapphire, Holly. I'm sorry, Diamond, Emerald, Sapphire, Alia, Holly. However, Moms was like, nah, we can't really do it like
just
that.
Just Diamond, Holly, Mom said.
Names, they don't have no consistency with nobody.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well,
yeah, she shut you down.
Yeah, I was just like, can we just do Diamond then?
Yeah,
that sounds like
my dad's side of the family calls me Alia.
That's a name that is like, an item on earth that is like unbreakable, untouchable. There's no maneuvering. There's no way you can do anything to that kind of diamond. It's kind of like animanium or like what's that stuff in Wakanda?
Oh my gosh!
What's the stuff in Wakanda?
Vibranium.
Like damn vibranium. Like it's just like. Okay, so diamond is our version of vibranium. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's got to be like her name.
Yeah.
But I believe in names. I believe in like legacies. Like my name.
Right. So explain
Dante.
them your name and why you named Dante.
So like my name is Dante, right? And my mom named me after the famous Dante allegory, right? And Dante allegory was a person that made change in the 1700s. And I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, that name has impact, has meaning. I'm a dude that's going to make that same kind of change. Like Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, that's going to be me. And I was just like, okay, well, my son should have a great name and I'm a great dude. And I'm like, he should have,
and I'm a great dude.
He should have like the name like I got.
Right.
So like, not me not being as creative as hell. I was just like, okay, I'm going to be like, he's going to be Dante Holly the second. Not Junior, but the second. The second carries so much more weight because, like, in the days of England and like the kings and stuff, the Henry VIII and blah,
right. It goes on and
Dante,
on.
Not two, but like Dante the second. Like we can roll with that.
Right. What if Tay? So with that. What if Tay had a kid and he named his child
then
Dante?
He would be the third.
Would that be cool?
It would be
I feel like that would be cool. How many grandchildren do you want?
There was a post on Facebook today, and I was just like, how many people that are over the 40s that are not grandparents? And I was sitting there like, I am not a grandparent at 40. I don't see these kids ever making no kids. No soon.
Please.
In like 15 years, maybe when they're
15?
Like 40.
I want to have kids when I'm 26, 27.
Oh, that's...
is that good?
Yeah, that's a good time. 35 would be good too. I'm not ready for all that. Them late nights. I ain't picking nobody up. And like rescuing nobody. I ain't babysitting nobody.
So how many So
the fact that I don't have grandkids at 40.
Okay, that is rewarding for you.
51-year-old great grandparent. I'm good. I'm totally good.
So, but potentially, if I do, how many do you want me? How many kids?
No, you can have a whole litter of them little things. It's all good.
Do you see Tay-Tay having kids?
I do not see either one of you guys having kids, but...
Why are you putting that on my life?
No, I don't...
I want to have kids.
In order to have kids, you have to have this selflessness. And to me, it just seems like you guys are kind of like enjoying yourself so much.
In the future.
Not
you
saying
said
selfish, but enjoying
in
yourself so damn much that right now or
okay,
not
right,
soon,
obviously not right now, but in the future.
You don't have time for like that kind of situation.
Okay.
Because that would take. I mean, I describe you as a kid who would have a kid.
No, he did not.
And the kid would be holding the phone, taking pictures of you. So
of course, my child's going to take my Instagram pictures.
She's going to be trained at 3 or 2 years old to have the right angle.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. That's the situation. So I don't know if you should have little tripods.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. That is hilarious. Little tripods. Well, I'm going to have 6 little tripods.
Little tripod stands, you know what I mean? Like you walk around with a damn camera on your head.
That is gold, yeah.
That is gold. That is some serious gold. Like
no, I said that's gold. Okay, but that is gold. You're hilarious. Okay, so do you, growing up, did you enjoy being a dance dad? As you guys don't know, but I have been a trained dancer since I was 5 or 6. 3, whatever. And yeah, I've been in the studio since then. So, and my father and my mother, she liked the dance scene, but it also wasn't her scene. So my dad had to take over and play the dance dad role. How was that for you?
Being a dance dad, I mean, I was the coolest, the cutest dance, dad that could ever be around. So I walk up in the studio.
People were confused. Okay, they're always confused.
Like, wow, who's this dude? Oh, he's the dad. I'm like, oh.
Right.
Oof.
You're hilarious.
Mr. Dante up in this
Okay.
piece. So I was just like, okay. I enjoy being a dance dad. Dance dads are cool because, it gave me a different perspective. I thought, my kids were going to be playing basketball, which, I mean,
I did play basketball. I mean,
there was a freshman season. And
in 7th and 8th grade. In 8th grade.
There was that other season.
I did make All-Star. Did I make All-Stars? No. I did make period.
And I was just like, okay, I'm proud of the kids for being in basketball. But you know what I mean? I had to be like, okay, I'm a dance dad.
Yeah.
I'm not a basketball dad.
Oh my gosh, sorry guys.
And you talking to me turn my phone on?
I'm so sorry.
and that's the biggest problem with you. It's like your phone is always on.
Okay, please stop.
Is that mine?
No, that's the GoPro.
Okay. But anyway, being a dance dad is cool because I got to go in there and show those other moms up. And I'm like, okay, this is like my real estate over here. This kid right here is finna dance circles around you and your kid. And so you guys better be ready for it because this one
period
is like Michael Jordan of dancing.
Yeah.
Okay. Winner.
I love you. You're hilarious.
Team Holly is winning.
What was your favorite moments of being a dance dad? Like the going to conventions because parents have to sit, or competitions, or what was your favorite part?
For me, was like when we tried out for the Suns. They all
okay. He brought that up. He brought the Suns up.
The Suns dancer, they missed out. They really missed out.
I wasn't grown in my body. Like I'm not like I wasn't a woman. Like I am now,
I just think that they thought that we were too flamboyant as a dance father team.
That's for the
daughter father dance team, and we had more.
I thought you were talking about the girl sons team for a second.
No. When we
but you're talking about the hip hop team. Yes, I did try out for the hip hop team.
Tried out for the Suns.
Yes,
team, it was just like there was too much of like a personality already.
Yeah, so they didn't want to put me on the team,
and so it's just like we didn't want to They didn't need anybody to outshine their situation. So for me, I felt like a proud dude.
That was so fun. Dad, that day was so fun. We had such a fun time. You were being I love you because you're always Arizona's hot. You're always being such a good support on the side.
They was like that's Dad over there. And with the camera, we can tell.
It was great. No. Like we're always put in that position. It's so funny, but okay.
But that's what a team does. Right. Team Holly represents and supports each other. They don't.
Right. Team Holly.
It's always been about Team Holly. Woo woo.
Right. So I love that you say Team Holly because my dad has always pushed that when friends have been tried to come in between my relationship with my dad or with my brother or just things like that. Sorry, I thought you were on your phone for a second, but people have always been tried to come into our situation. And so my dad just always reminded me like, this is a team, that we're Team Holly. And yeah, unbreakable.
In life, there's everything's about, how you're going to support yourself. You know what I mean? And so for me, I'm just like, okay, in order to be your star in your movie, you need to make sure you build teams around you so you could be the main character, right? And so when you build the team around you and be your own character, your main character, then and they're supporting everything that you do, then that's a great feeling. But as a leader and as that main character, you have to support other people and bring them up.
Right.
So for me, I've always been a proponent of making sure that the support system is well supported so they can support me. I appreciate the hell out of them.
Right. That's hilarious. Okay, so I guess that goes into the other question, my next question. How does it feel watching me and Tay do the things that we love?
I'm ecstatic.
You never pushed, you never rushed us in anything, and you never pushed working on us.
Well,
I feel like a lot of people
I think that pushing work on a person, for me, I was in a cubicle. I worked at a university, and it was very rewarding. I helped and fostered a lot of thoughts to help other individuals get to the point that they deserved.
Right.
And I believe that I didn't necessarily need to have my kids in a cubicle to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay. My son came to me at a young age when I was working at a university and I had free college tuition. And he basically says, hey, Dad, I've already started a business. And I was just like, what business is that? I'm doing stuff online. I make graphics. I do all these other things. I can make websites. I know how to fix everything.
Yeah, Tay's been doing this shit since he was 10.
I'm like, this dude is off the chain. Ever since he was 3, he had a computer in front of him. So I said, oh, okay. So he's like, Dad, in January, it was January years ago, 2017. He says, hey, man, I've already made $5,000 this month. I'm like, well, you don't need to go to college, my son. You've already started your own business.
Right.
And that taught me that later on, even when my daughter graduated, it was just like, wow. She taught me that we have to do things so different. And I said to myself, what do you mean by so different? The things of the past won't work in the future. And I was just like, what do you mean? And so I had to buy into the fact that things are going to change dramatically over time. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I said, okay, I need to be supportive in this new way of doing things. And so I was convinced that I didn't like working in cubicles. Why would I put my kid in a cubicle? And I said, let me support everything that they're doing to the fullest of everything. Right. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted anything to happen in life was for my kids to be successful and be successful in their own right. And I was just like, okay, well, shit, this is the direction that they want to go in. So I am going to push that shit like no ever.
And I am incredibly blessed to have you and Mom and the family as a support team, because you guys we are very a team and very much team, and it's great. And I feel like a lot of people aren't that fortunate when it comes to having their family back them up on things. A lot of people do things alone, but I'm very blessed and grateful to have a team.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the financier, you know what I mean? It's just like, I do my part, you know what I mean? I do,
very much does his part.
I do, but then again, I demand results and they deliver results in their own right. And so for me, I'm a very proud dad that I get the opportunity to even partner with my kids in this kind of situation, to be able to be in their business ventures and a part of their lives at this point in their stage of their lives.
Right.
So it's
truly exciting.
Concerned, I'm extremely blessed that my kids are super successful.
And we'll keep getting there.
It's a work in progress. It's peaks and valleys, you know what I mean? And those valleys are low, but those peaks are high.
Right.
So we'll get there.
Okay. So next question. Do you think that life would have ended up how it is right now? We live in California. No. We were in Arizona. We moved, our whole entire family moved to Arizona years ago. And we finally moved out of Phoenix. So we were in California, San Diego, La Jolla, California. And it is so exciting. I'm excited. Did you see?
I just had this
coming for us.
That we're not in La Jolla. We're actually in University City, which is part of San Diego.
Yeah.
But it's not next to La Jolla, but it's close to La Jolla, but it's damn near close. I was just like, okay, I'm happy. It's damn near the Scottsdale of San Diego.
Right.
But it is to not the degree of the level of where I would like to be.
Right,
but,
right.
You know,
we'll
it's
get
always
there.
a work in progression to where I'm going to be.
I feel like this is a great start being here.
This is a great start to be in a new place.
Right. I'm so excited for us.
To represent and to be able to achieve the goals that we're looking to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Did you, was this planned? Like, did you have...
Oh, hell no.
Did you think we were coming to live here?
Oh, no. I've been in Arizona for freaking 21 years. You were 6 months when you moved there. And so for me, I'm just like, wow. After 140 degrees every day in the summertime, being in this heat, fighting it out, doing the same job.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean? Why am I doing this? I'm not living my life.
Right.
And I said, okay, let me do something outside the box and do something different. And we're here.
Right. I'm so happy to be here.
I get the beach every day. I'm vacationing like no other. I mean, you know, one day may get involved with some kind of thing, but right now I'm just enjoying the opportunity to be this blessed in this opportunity right now.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not about being in the past or the present.
Right.
It's about being in the moment. And right now I am totally in the moment.
Day by day and just living life, honestly. I feel like we're having so much fun here. I wish Tay was here and to enjoy it with us.
He will be here sooner or later. He's going to be at the end of the month.
He stops in.
It's just like,
he stops in and we go see our family. So it's fine.
As far as business-wise in Arizona than in California, unfortunately. But, for that business... we'll work it out.
Right.
But it's just as long as you put the work in, you'll get the results you're looking for.
Preach, Father, preach. Okay, well, I'm excited that we moved. I am so happy. How
do you feel about being in Arizona? I mean, out of Arizona to this wonderful
I am freaking happy. I was drained. You know how drained. Friends were running through me.
I mean, you're a world traveler. I mean, you've been all the way to Miami, Mississippi.
No, he did.
Oh my God, we're traveling the world.
Yes, I was a world traveler at the moment, and I am calmed down. I got my life together. It's been together, but there's always been those distractions. You feel me?
It's been together. Okay, I'm gonna just...
All distractions are cleared out and
Yes, distractions are clear.
Honestly, that was my problem. I would have been... Okay, want to tell you, I would have been...
I'm going to say, quote from my nana, or her nana, is my mom, is just like, fuck your friends. In a sense.
Friends are not a thing.
Friends are not the business. And if you rely on the fact that you deal with your friends, then you will not be in the situation that you would like to be.
Right.
So
I just remember Nana and you telling me so hardcore.
And Dad always is right. I'm always right.
Right, and now I have
I'm never wrong. Like, I can't be wrong. Like, I've been doing this for too long.
He said I've been doing this for too long. So I finally got the distractions out of my life, and I feel like I am at the right timing of my life. Everything is happening in divine timing. It's perfect, and I feel like for you too, like.
It's total serendipity in a sense. You know what I mean? We put the right karma out in the world.
Exactly.
We're looking to make this positive change.
Right.
And we're getting all the results from that. So I'm happy. I'm good.
And one last question for you, Dante.
This is an interrogation. This is not the questions we're supposed to be asked.
Who is your favorite child?
Oh, well, in that case, that's too easy. That's too easy. As far as my favorite daughter, Diamond wins by a landslide. I mean, nothing like a favorite daughter, right? Like, I mean, a daughter is
he played it fair. He played it fair.
Favorite daughter I could ever have, you know what I mean? But I love my kids equally. They're the best.
Do you think it's good to put kids at favorites or not?
No, you should never favorite anybody. You know what I mean? You want to sit there and push each individual to their full capacity, but you never want to play favorites. I mean, that's not going to end well. That's not going to be, good karma for you or them. You want to make sure that, you compare apples to oranges and oranges to apples and to kiwi. Like, shit.
Okay,
collard greens. You can't sit there and be like,
collard greens.
I said collard greens. I cooked some last night. But anyway.
And you fell asleep. And
I'm glad you turned them off because they would have been stanking up the whole neighborhood.
For real. You're hilarious. Okay, guys.
But what? You know what? Since we're asking questions.
What?
I mean, who's the best dad that you could ever have?
You're my... I am so blessed. I am blessed. You and Mom have done great. Y'all have really done great. With me and Tay, it's great. Okay. Do you have any last words, Father?
I say, going forward, I just want everybody to be their best and do their best, and we can achieve everything that we're looking to achieve. So I'm glad I'm here. I'm a constant to being a positive change in the environment, in the world, and the things I want to see. So I want you guys to take notes and do the same thing. This show is going to be a positive, enlightening, different perspectives,
right?
But it's going to be in a positive manner. And basically, you can piggyback and get on board that we're going to be bringing the real. Like I said, we got the protein shake
instead of the tea. Instead of the tea,
we don't need the tea. The tea is good. That's what she gonna bring. But I'm gonna bring the strength and the ability of making sure we're credible and respectable, and we bring perspective.
Right. And that is the goal. And thank you, Father, for being on my very first podcast
I'm
episode.
I'm going to take over every show
he's going to be here a lot.
So even though we may have other guests on the show, there may be sightings.
Yeah, you guys will definitely be seeing my dad a lot in the scenes, but
because I'm like the dadager.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's like the manager of whatever. I'm the dadager, like dad, manager. We get this done.
Well, thank you. I love you for being here today. And thank you for Innovation. Wow. Can I speak? Innovation City Media for letting me record at your studio. It is great. And thank you guys for watching my first podcast episode. Don't forget to stay shinin'.